bees fly and they get nectar to the hive, and in the process, unknowingly support the entire earth with pollination. The simplest act, yes, but the most vital act for all living organisms in and on our planet. I think we could learn a thing or two from bees. But first, a few bee jokes. You ready? What do you call a bee you can't understand? A mumblebee. Why did the bee go on strike? Because they wanted more honey and shorter working flowers. I know that one got a groan, didn't it? What did the queen bee say to the naughty bee? Beehive yourself. And if you have a bee in your hand, what do you have in your eye? Beauty. Because beauty is in the eye of the bee holder. I know. But here's the thing we can learn from bees. I have three main things we can learn from bees. First, they don't know what they don't know, and that's a good thing because they do their brilliance anyway. We, on the other hand, believe in physics or mass consciousness and not in spirit, not in the spirit of the infinite when it comes to ourselves and humanity. We don't believe in our own brilliance. We look at all the reasons why we can't, rather than just doing what we're here to do. Second, the phrase busy as a bee. Now, we use that phrase to say someone is either too busy or they're not staying focused or they're flighty or they're flitty or whatever. They're just moving too fast. But in the life of a bee, they stay focused on their mission. It may look like they're flying all over the place and they put many miles on in a single flight, but they know where they're going and they know why they're going, and they go from plant to plant to plant with their intention in mind. Did you know that almost 90% of wild plants and 75% of leading crops depend on pollinations, not just from bees, but from many sources? And that 1 out of every 3 mouthfuls, think about that, of our food depends on pollinators, such as bees. Bees carry with them a focused intention. It's number 3. Bees are industrious. They're hardworking with that single focus. They know exactly what they are here to do. And to be. They are intentional and they are on purpose. Kind of goes with the second one. But we as humans, we often go without that focus, without that purpose, without that goal, that intention, that vision in mind. And then we lose momentum and we lose attention. So let's talk about this focused intention a little bit. In Matthew chapter 6, it says, let your eye be single. But because I like to go to the version called The Message, which is more modernized, I want to read you these 2 verses. It's from Matthew 6, verse 22 and 23. It says, your eyes are windows into your body. Open your eyes wide in wonder and belief. Your body fills with light. If you live squinty-eyed in greed and distrust, your body is a musty cellar. If you pull the blinds on your windows, what a dark life you will have. So metaphysically, when we dive into this scripture, let your eye be single, it means keep your vision, keep your attention, keep your eye on that which is good. good and right and righteous. Keep your awareness on that which you want, that which you desire, not all the reasons you don't have it. Similar passage from Luke 34, it says, the lamp of the body is the eye. Therefore, when your eye is good, your whole body is also full of light. But when it's evil, your body is also full of darkness. Well, what's evil in this conversation, right? From the scripture. When you see that which is less than good, or beauty, or love, then you are seeing that which is evil. We could have a whole conversation about the word evil, and I think we did a couple of weeks ago in our Stepping Stones workshop. But in essence, evil is dark, which is absence of light. But in our example, if we keep our awareness, our focus on that which we don't want, we keep our awareness on the politics, we keep it on the news, we keep it on the climate, we keep it on the stock market, we keep it on everything that's wrong with everything else. Now, don't tell me you don't. Look deeper, because we all do. We all do at some level. But it matters what you watch, what you pay attention to, or what you give your attention to. And if you persist in recognizing that which appears to be evil or error, you cannot obtain abiding life and good. Which means, translated, if you flit about, if you worry, if you fret, if you live in frustration and irritation at somebody or something, then you are not able to be in the good that is yours. But according to the bees, if we bring a single focus, if we bring our awareness to our intention and purpose, everything can start coming together in different ways. We are transformed into the likeness of Christ, I would say, into our Christ essence by beholding good, not focusing on limitations, not whining or complaining about somebody else. If you have an issue with somebody, go direct. If you have an issue with what's happening, look at what's going on inside of you. Where is your own justification? Where is your own defenseness? And begin to look for that which is good. When we focus on that which is good with our intention and our purpose, that is indeed what we will see. So for me, when I'm focused on my intention, on getting this project done, or this task done, or this thing completed, or this vision, or this goal, when I keep my focus there, then I stay in momentum towards that. I can keep moving into alignment with that. But when I forget that that's my ultimate, then I get caught with all the reasons why. Well, I can't do this and I can't do that. I'm telling you what, I recorded a workshop. It was screen share on Zoom, but my picture had to be there. It took me an hour and I couldn't figure out how to do both my screen share and my video. It was so annoying to me. It took so much energy and so much frustration, and I could not figure it out. But I kept trying and I kept trying and I kept trying. Now, in the past, and maybe for a minute, I got caught in that, like, right? But when I remembered, oh yeah, I'm recording this workshop for this reason, for this purpose, and it's due. So I have this greater goal. I have this greater intention. It's something I said I would do. It's something that's expected of me, and I want to do it. And I have a deadline. There's always that, right? And so I could take a break when I felt like this, right? And like, oh, I can't get this to work. I walked away for a moment. And I remembered that what I am focusing on is what I get more of. So what I was focusing on was all the ways it didn't work. What I was focusing on was all the things I tried that didn't work. What I was focusing on was how I was feeling in the moment, which wasn't exuberantly light and joyful. I won't tell you what it was, but it wasn't that, right? Then I get caught with all those things flying at me. We've talked about that before. So when I turned it all down, turned it all off, walked away, I went and talked to my husband for a minute, and he said, "Are you done?" I said, "I haven't even started yet. I'm whining about it a little bit." And he goes, "Well, what are you going to do?" I said, "I'm going to walk around the house." He really laughed at that. "But I'm going to walk around the house. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to fill my water glass, and I'm going to go back in. I'm going to start again." Well, I came back in and I started again, and it worked. I found the missing link. I found the thing, the one thing that allowed it all to come together. And it's not just about recording that webinar, it's about everything we do. If we are focused with single attention, if we are doing what is ours to do with single focused, if we are remembering what our pathway is leading us to, if we know that we have the brilliance and the impossibilities and the unlimited potentials within us, just as the bees do, then we come into focus. There's a saying that says, where the focus goes, the energy goes. Where the focus goes, the energy goes. So when I get off focused, I start paying attention to all the things that are wrong or the many things flying at me. That's when life gets tough. It's only every time true. But when I focus with single eye and I put the blinders on, not to darken my room, but to lighten my soul, right? And I pay attention to that which is most important to pay attention to, then I'm successful. Then things flow. I don't always get what I always want, but I move in that direction. So I have a parable I want to share. In a serene forest, there lived an old owl named Oliver. He had a simple yet profound philosophy. If your attention is split, you're going to be pulled in different directions. Seems like what we're talking about. Oliver's wisdom was evident in his remarkable ability to hunt for prey. When he focused on a single target with unwavering attention, his success rate was unparalleled. But on days when he allowed distractions to divide his attention, his hunts often ended in frustration. Many years ago, he put this to the practice. Many years ago, one sunny morning, Oliver watched a young rabbit dart through the underbrush. Determined to catch his meal, he locked his gaze on the rabbit and he blocked out all the other distractions. The rustling leaves, the chirping birds, the swaying branches, the squirrel over there, the chipmunk, and with laser-like focus, he pounced and captured his prey. Now, you and I were not hunting for prey, so take this into your own experience, right? Use this metaphorically, right? As he deserved this well-deserved meal, as he enjoyed this well-deserved meal, Oliver reflected on the lesson he had just reaffirmed. The antidote to distraction is single focus. It was a simple truth he carried with him throughout his wise and contemplative life in the forest, a lesson that helped him thrive amidst the beauty and chaos of the natural world. Another way to say it is, if your attention is split, You are being pulled in different directions and you will get nowhere. Another analogy is if you're trying to drive down the highway with one foot on the gas and the other foot on the brake, you might move, but you will not get where you want to get with as much ease as you can get there. If you are going here and here and here and here without that intention of a single focus, you will be distracted and exhausted. But if indeed you become like the bee and you move with purposeful intention between the many flowers the bee is visiting, the different tasks with the full out intention clear in your mind, then things will flow and move easily with you. Be as focused as the bee on what you want. Let go of limitations, even scientific ones, in favor of the brilliance that you are created to be. Keep your intention and your awareness on spirit, on developing the capacity to awaken and embody more of your Christ essence, which will then bring more beauty, more kindness, more compassion, more innovation, more connection into your life and into the world. That's what we're here to do. We're here to continue our spiritual journey of awakening. We're here to embody hope for humanity. The bees give us hope. The bees give us lessons. From Mark 9, verse 23, Jesus says to him, to one of the disciples, if you can believe, all things are possible to they who believe. All things are possible. If you feel like a bee who's all of a sudden learned the science that he can't fly, trash that thought. Believe in the bee who's so far beyond science, supersedes, overcomes the physics, which is simply the limitations that you believe in your world. Let that stuff go and access your point of brilliance. Believe as the bee does. Believe in your brilliance. Believe that all things are possible. Set your intention with focus and purpose. Know that your intention, that your purpose matters, that your impact, just like one bee can impact the whole world with the pollination, your impact, you don't know what your pebble in the pond, how that ripples out and impacts other people. You know, or you can know, or begin to know that just by being your best self, you are pollinating in ways that you can't even begin to imagine. You are inspiring. You are touching people's hearts and minds. You are opening possibilities, not only for yourself, but for the world. So become like the bee, unlimited, untethered, free in their expression, especially when they are focused with single vision and intention and purpose. Let's take this into a time of meditation. So take a deep breath in. And as you do, close your outer eyes. And as you close your outer eyes today, let's bring this thought also into our meditation. It is said that when a butterfly flaps their wings, it will impact the weather on the other side of the globe. Your impact, who you be, impacts our entire world. And as you take this to heart, to mind, to your very being. Ask yourself, who would I be if I had no limitations? If I didn't have the limitation of this or that or the other thing, who would I be? What quality would I embody? What quality would I like to exude to the world? Be it love or light or joy or peace or hope. And as you identify that quality, bring that all the way down deep into the core of your being. Know that this quality isn't just a quality you make up with your mind, but this is a God-given quality. This is your beingness. And your beingness transcends all laws of limitation. Because with God, knowing God, believing God, all things are possible. So imagine yourself being bead, being crowned this bee of beingness with this quality. And feel it as you embody it. And feel how the embodiment of it is like the pebble on the pond, how it can reach out, how the ripples expand. And feel how your beingness can impact a person that you don't know on the other side of this world. With that quality, be it love or light or joy or hope. Feel it. Feel it rippling across the planet, touching that person on the other side of the globe. Feel them catching that quality and becoming their own impact with ripples through the pond of life, encircling the globe, coming all the way right back around into this room, this sanctuary, this moment. And just as you were willing to give this to the world, can you also receive it? So allow that quality to be received. Let it land in your heart of hearts and ripple right now through your body, through your physical body, down through the cells of your being. Let it ripple through your emotional body, your mental body, your spiritual body. And ask yourself this question: to be this quality or not to be? To be this or not to be? It's your choice. To be or not? Still your choice. Choose it. Align with it. Come into coherence and resonance with it. Embody it, integrate it, right here, right now. Claim it as yours. Make the commitment to yourself to be it. We're going to take a few moments in the silence as you be. As you choose to be. We change ourselves. We impact those around us in this congregation, in this city, in your city, and far beyond, in your workplace, in your family. But feel the impact on the other side of the world and let that move your heart. Take another breath in. To be. I be. And so it is. And so we let it be. Amen. As you complete your service today, I invite you to share with the others around you during fellowship time who you choose to be today. With much love.